My name is Clara Towson, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
I am Francisca George, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Susan Leemans and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom. Yeah.
My name is Zainab Sammaz and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hey guys, my name is Sasha Vickery and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Harris and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Jan Faria and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Yes.
Take one. Well done.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Paolini and I'm a friend of the show.
Wow, Jasmine, you got it in one time.
Ready? Play.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. From where I'm at, it's about 8 in the morning here. Hope you all are doing well. Ready for this watch along with Swiatek and Ann Lee. They're in warm-ups right now. So be just another moment before the match begins. How do I do this? There's the draw. This is their section of the draw. Iga and Enli, both of them are seeds. So they got first round buys. Lee played Alicia Parks in her second round matchup. 3-set victory there, dropping the second set in a tiebreak. She looked good in that match. In the round of 32 here, this is the furthest that she's ever gotten in this tournament, which was also the round of 32 last year. We've got Iga Swiatek, read about her, and Diana Schneider. That was a pretty straightforward match, 6-1, 6-2. Very good from her. Of course, she's a champion here from 2 years ago, was it? Yes, 2 years ago. So the winner of this match, first we'll play the winner of Leylah Fernandez and Iga Jovic, which yeah, that match is still going, but Leylah Fernandez is up 5-2 in the third set. So definitely appears like she's going to be the one going through. Get that off of the screen. And bring the scoreboard back. This match is about to begin here. Iga serving first. Close that window. I am 1 point done here. Let's match. Iga winning first point. The scoreboard doesn't seem like it's too far ahead of my stream, which is a good thing. The serve from Iga goes out wide. Just misses it. I will hopefully be joined by Zach shortly here. 15 on here, but yeah, Zach should be joining in just a moment. So, had a good day of tennis. All right, Zach's hopping on here. Still the rally of the match, very short rally. Iga hits a forehand long, so 15-30 here. Got a few people starting to join. Go ahead, hop in the comments. Tell us who you think is going to win this match. Talk to us about other matches or anything else going on in your life that you want to share. It's mostly anonymous user names on YouTube, I guess. Do whatever you want. 30 all here. Got the serve from Iga. Goes down the tee. Lee can't get the return in. Our first game point, 40-30. First one flips the tape. Once it's past the service box. So second serve coming up. Good return from Lee. And Iga pulls a backhand wide. So we're at deuce now. And hey, Zach, let me know if you're ready. Great. I'll add you in here. Good morning. I think your mic is still muted, but I can't hear you at all. That might be a me thing. It says your mic is unmuted now. So
am I being heard?
maybe
Wah,
it's
wah, wah,
hello.
wah. Hello.
Hello. Maybe it's on my headphone thing.
Why don't I pop back out and pop back in?
Oh. I mean, I can hear you now, so I think we're good.
Carson, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I'm kidding. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Hey, how we doing? Good to see you, man.
It's great to see you too. How's it going?
It's good. I'm seeing there's a match point in the Fernandez-Jovic match right now. Fernandez serving at 40-15, and then I'll pop back over to Iga and Lee. Although it looks like Lee has an early break opportunity, so a lot of action happening in Madrid. Now, I see that King Cabano in the chats wants to know if we think that Lee is going to win over 5.5 total games. And I'm curious, Carson, what do you think? Is it going to be that straightforward for Iga?
Well, Lee has won 100% of the games that they have played so far in this match. So maybe she will blow past this, but I don't know.
I think we're starting to ask,
yeah.
Is she going to get the bagel?
Ooh, double bagel?
By the way,
who knows?
Leylah Fernandez, the big win over Jovic there. Good win for Fernandez in 3. Congratulations to the Canuck.
Been a good couple of weeks for her.
Stuttgart
was a good run.
I think that lefty action on clay is particularly tough. And then I don't think she has the biggest serve, and I think that clay is just a more forgiving surface.
Yeah. Especially like early on in the play season.
Yeah.
A bit harder to read. So did she close it out?
She did. Okay. Fernandez got that win. Let's see if Iga can get this break back. I know that she's going to be eager to do so, and she's off to a good start here, winning the first point after a very sloppy backhand the net by Lee. And for everything holy and sacred, subscribe, please. I don't know whose coach that is, but I know it's one of theirs, and so I'm sure I'll be cutting to that guy again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing Lee, because I think I know Iga's coaches. I don't know if you can hear Baby Archie is with his grandparents in the background.
Oh, fun!
And he's a chatty little guy today. He's been very active, very.
Just a good Saturday morning for the little guy.
He's displaying all the traits you'd want to see in the next great tennis commentator. So, little Nepo Baby Archie coming down the pipe. All right, who we got in the chat? We got a few people.
Yeah, all of these were from before we went live. Other than Abdul Nimak.
Oh, wow. Big.
I don't know.
I mean, that was gorgeous serve +1 there by Lee at the love 30 point. It looks so easy when done right, but mighty tough to execute. You hit a basically perfect serve, weak return, perfect approach.
Mm-hmm.
Classic serve +1 tennis from young American. That's such a smooth forehand from Lee, by the way.
Yeah. Very, very good. She does have a smooth game to watch.
Yeah.
All right, we're at 30 all here.
So Carson, I don't know if you know this, but clay is my favorite surface, both to watch and play on. I think it is tennis at its purest. And while I have an enormous respect for Nadal and his just total dominance, I think the game is a lot more fun when one person doesn't just completely dominate a surface. My favorite surface, because I love this surface, but I know what's going to happen. 13 out of 15 times when Nadal was playing.
Yeah, Nadal. I mean, it's like double-digit titles at Roland Garros, Rome.
I saw somebody post about this the other day. They're like, he had on clay the kind of career you would imagine for yourself as an 8-year-old.
Yep. It's like literally video game mode.
Yeah. No, man, did you ever play Topspin Tennis on Xbox, the original?
No, didn't play that one. But I play like the tennis elbow games.
Tennis elbow. I'm not super familiar.
I mean, that's another.
Ooh, bad miss there by Lee to take it to do. Sorry to cut you off there, but that was very sloppy.
Just another tennis video game.
Yeah, I think we have seen video games do great things for kind of not secondary sports, but the UFC video game has been a massive success and has made both the athletes and the organization quite a bit of money. WWE video games. It's a shame there isn't a FIFA of tennis.
Yeah, there's like a handful of like tennis video games, but it's like tough because all of them have to do individual licensing deals with the players because there's no union to negotiate with, which. So it's like really only like the
what do you
top
think about
30
that, Carson?
to 50 players
get
representation in those games.
What do you think about there not being a players union?
There needs to be some kind of organization.
Yeah. Oh, another sloppy slice. So Lee, it seems like in these extended rallies, is just letting her feet kind of go on the backhand slice and trying to bail herself out. She's kind of staying up a little high. If you're in her box, the advice right now is really simple. Lee, you're playing great, but make sure you're getting low on your backhand. That's really the only weakness that I'm seeing in her game so far today.
Yeah. I think also she's just trying to finish points more quickly than Iga is. Extended rallies definitely favor Iga.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Lee just sprayed the ball there. And Iga has a break point. You know what they say, it's not a break until you hold, and Lee has not held yet. All right, Carson, you want to give us the call on this break point?
Let's see if she can bend this off. Serving from the outside goes out wide. Not a great return from Iga. Dumps it into the forecourt. Lee comes in. Short strike with the forehand.
A little help from the net there. Little
bit.
Butterfly kiss of the net. No, did I see any apology from Lee? I don't think I did. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, she did.
She did?
Yeah.
You know what? She shouldn't have. I'm just going to say it. It's the dumbest tradition in sports. No one's actually sorry. There's money on the line. No. There's points on the line. Professional development on the line.
No.
You know.
If you could do it on purpose every time, you would.
Absolutely. In fact, if you could hit the net every time and have it go over, that would be the best player in the world.
Mm-hmm. Nothing you can do about it.
Yep. That's kind of a fun college tennis wrinkle. No lets in the serve. Interesting. We got another ad point for Lee. Absolutely battling both of these games. Real work from both players.
We're, 12 minutes in? 11 minutes in?
She kind of sailed that flat for a serve there. I don't know if that was the 185 kms. That's some real heat. That's some real heat. Yeah, 185.
Yeah. It's decent. And a nice backhand winner.
Wow. That was a great return by Iga. Just a better better counter from Lee. Up 2-0.
Good start for her.
Yeah. I think I would feel pretty good about taking the over right now, King Cabano. That being said, I don't know. I think Iga probably gets this out. Maybe 4-3. Iga has not been super on the last, 6 weeks or so? Maybe even longer than that.
Last 6 months?
Yeah. Yeah. I think, I don't think that we talk about this maybe as much as we should. She doesn't have the same physical gifts that the other top women on the tour do. Sabalenka has a completely different set of physical gifts than Iga. There's more margin for error when you're 6 feet with like a wink, because Sabalenka's taller than that, and stopping to stare in the airport, athletic looking, right? Like if you don't even know what tennis is, and you pass Sabalenka in the airport, you'll go, oh, that's what a professional athlete looks like. If you walk by Iga in the airport, you might not know. Same for Rybakina.
Yes, I was just going to say her. Yeah. Like, she's massive serve. And I think everyone says she's 6'1".
Yeah.
I've like walked by her at the US Open before, one time when I was there.
Yeah.
I'm 6'1". I think she's a little bit taller than that.
Oh, are you a real 6'1", or are you like a 10 6'1"?
No, I am a real 6'1". So.
That's funny. I mean, I think it's funny on the men's side. You get someone like Corentin Moutet, who I think is listed at 5'11", and you see that guy, and you're like, that's not what 5'11" looks like. On the women's side, it's the opposite, right? And like, I don't know how tall Lindsay Davenport was or is. Whatever she was listed, I think they listed her at like 5'10". You look at Lindsay Davenport, she's like 6'3". And so there's a long tradition of players just lightly fibbing about their heights and weights. Men tend to go one way. Yeah, I think Rybakina at least is going another. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, but I mean, Iga's like she's unbelievably fit, very athletic, but you can't teach 6'1". It's why I think it's part of why on the men's side, Zverev and Tsitsipas and Medvedev, everyone just assumed these guys were going to win, a handful of slams between them, even though Medvedev's the only one that has, because you look and you're like, okay, this guy's 6'6" and he moves well. You can't teach that.
They've been, to be fair, to what? A combined like 11 slam finals.
I know.
So
it's true. There we go. That's true.
And they should have a lot more than one.
Yep.
Combining between them.
Coco Gauff, I think, is someone who's sort of in between, where she doesn't have the same size as the Sabalenka and Rybakina of the world, but I think she moves so well.
Yep, athletically she's just off the charts.
Yep, I think also physical gifts can be complemented by the mental gifts, right? And Gauff just has a winner's mentality. I mean, Gauff. How many matches have you seen Gauff play not particularly well for her in, and just find a way? I don't know if there's anybody better at just finding a way. And, again, and Iga is very good at finding a way. She's got very good physical gifts. She, I think, has less margin than, I don't know, a half dozen of the other women in the top 10. As she gets her first hold and on the board here today.
Thinking like, who in the top 10 would have less
physical gifts
than her? Because there's
Pegula. Pegula, for sure.
Yeah, that has as much to do with just consistency, though.
Yeah. Okay, so I look at the top 10. Maboko, unbelievable physical gifts. Paolini has maximized her potential. Mira Andreeva, I mean, she's also, really, really impressive. Yep. Svitolina, I think, is probably a decent comp for Iga. Anisimova is, if you see her, my go-to test is, if you see this person in the airport, would you know that they're a professional athlete? Yes, for Anisimova. Yes, for Coco. Yes, for Rybakina. Yes, for Sabalenka. Pegula, Iga, Svitolina, Paolini. Definitely not. I mean, Paolini is
she's like 5'3".
Yeah. It's good. It's good for the average height and short kings and queens like me out there to see a Paolini sneak in the top 10 every now and then.
Yeah. Just need to get Moutet on the ATP
Oh,
top 10
from
for
your
you.
lips to God's ears, man. That's, I mean, for me, Quarantine Mute is appointment viewing. I will take time out of a
for
busy
sure.
day to watch Quarantine Mute play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's listed at 5'11". Maybe
Yeah.
I'm being influenced by a certain umpire cam shot of him at Roland Garros a couple of years ago, but I don't think he's 5'11".
If that guy's 5'11", I can dunk a basketball. Like, and you know what? I can't touch the rim. Yeah, like, no way. Okay, let's see if Iga can build on this momentum or if Lee can keep things rolling. I'll be honest, Carson, I haven't watched Lee play very much, but from the little I've seen so far, really impressive foundation for her game.
Yeah, she's got a solid game. What is her? I think she's ranked like 33 or 34 in the rankings.
34, yeah. 25 years old, from King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. Has quietly made $3.4 million in her career. The plurality coming last season in 2025. Had a really, really tough match against Alicia Parks in round 2 there.
Alicia Parks doing that thing she does sometimes where she just goes nuts for 45 minutes and just plays great.
Yep.
That's what happened there.
By the way, can I just say, Iga's backhand, even though she's not up to the hottest start here, looks spectacular today. I mean,
it is.
Good depth, good pace, textbook. I have a theory that for a lot of the fellows that play tennis, they're far better off watching the WTA. And if you're going to mimic somebody, you're far better off mimicking WTA players because realistically, there's nothing that I have to learn from Alexander Zverev's game or Daniel Medvedev's game. It's like the trajectory of every single thing, the pattern and the tact you take to the ball. Whereas, you watch Iga, who's the same height as me, obviously, other world athletically, not completely non-competitive. She's a pro athlete. I'm just a guy. But, you can sort of see patterns in her game that you can mimic semi-successfully at a much, much lower level. And so I think for any fellows playing tennis, you can actually improve your game by watching the WTA, in addition to it just being an excellent
For sure.
Ooh, you got really aggressive there.
I mean, we talk about height with some of these players. Zverev is like 6'5", Medvedev is 6'6". Like you can't teach that. And so everything that they're doing is built around the fact that they are 6 inches taller than everyone.
Like if you try and do Zverev's serve, you are going to get worse at tennis. If you try and do Iga's, you won't hurt yourself at least.
Yeah.
Oh, another break point for Iga. Keeping the pressure on.
Let's
see
if
how
we can get back on serve here.
Yeah.
But,
the bobby pins are back, by the way. Do you know? I don't know if you caught that. Ann Lee's got the bobby pin back. That's a trend. I'm hip and current. And I need
and that first serve a little bit out. But back to what we were saying. Like I do love Medvedev, but no one should ever watch any part of his tennis game to learn how to play better tennis. Like nothing that he does is
true.
That's not how you would teach anyone.
But also, like, if you're a normal player and you play 17 feet behind the baseline, you are going to lose to people that you should beat because they're not hitting it hard enough for it to even get to you. So you're then lunging forward for everything and then retreating. Unbelievable backhand there. Chekhov's backhand, dare I say, from Iga to even it out at 2-all. 21 minutes. The score is tied, making you wonder, what are we all here for? And the answer is tennis and fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I hope to see Iga kind of find her form. It was great to see that Wimbledon run. That was one of the wildest finals I've ever seen. I mean, that just came out of nowhere. And then poor Anisimova, and good for her for the way that she's found it. You blinked and it was over.
like 46 minutes or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah. I was like,
it was like
just crazy.
Beer run length match. Yeah. All right. Second serve from Iga here coming up. I think I'm taking the over on King Cabano's question now, by the way. That's a great cut from Lee, but that's a hard court choice. She's not going to hit that, huge inside out forehand for a winner. Iga would have gotten to that. And so to go that low margin, that aggressive on this surface, I think is a bad bet. Carson, would you call this a fast clay, a slow clay, or kind of standard?
It's faster.
Yeah.
Obviously Madrid is like a mile up in altitude. So the altitude is playing a massive part of that. I think it's the fastest clay court, certainly on the WTA.
Yeah.
Maybe like on the ATP, like a couple of those Swish tournaments.
If you're an American viewer, it's a little bit like Mile High Stadium, the Rockies baseball field, but for tennis. And if you're also and of the Americas fan, familiar who's a soccer fan, you could call it the Estadio Azteca of clay court season.
That's a different level, though.
Yeah, that's a bucket list thing for me.
Yeah.
Can you? Oh yeah, you get
that
the break
would be fun.
you get the hold at love there for her first lead of the match, up 3-2. We are now on serve. Every time I see the players' bags, I kind of laugh because it's like they're so obviously custom. They're enormous. They're big enough that you probably can't bring them on an airplane as a carry-on, although maybe they make exceptions for pro athletes. But I like personally to have a large bag. It just makes me feel good to have all my stuff with me when I'm on the court. And I've never been able to find the player size bags. I mean, that's a probably 21 racket setup there, maybe more, maybe 20, maybe 24.
I forget. At one point, I knew how many rackets that she carries.
Yeah.
I think there's for them, it's like 8 rackets, but then also they have multiple pairs of shoes with them.
Yes.
So Francis Tiafoe, I think, has 4 pairs of shoes
that he brings per match.
Yeah.
I mean, look, especially for Big Foe, who's a sweater. It takes one to know one, by the way. You'll recognize real. He sweats through his shoes. I mean, I sometimes playing on a Saturday afternoon in North Carolina in the summer, you see guys leaving footprints on the courts, like sweat footprints on the courts. And that's after an hour and 15 minutes. And these pro athletes, they're exerting so much more energy. They're sweating so much. Yeah. It makes sense. But yeah, there's an administrative burden that we don't think about to just have all the stuff they need to have with them at these matches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's all the water bottles, any mixes that they might need down on the court. Sometimes their teams are doing for them in the stands, but then the shoes, extra shirts. It's because this isn't if we go to the public park and play. If we rip a shoe 30 minutes in, we can just be okay, well, that's my day, I guess.
Yeah, I'll see you another time.
Yeah, see you next week.
Let's go get coffee.
Yeah.
I have yet to see that happen on the they probably shouldn't do it, but I know, to my knowledge, you're not going to jail for that. How wild would that be? Let's just get a coffee. Yeah. I'm kind of done with this tournament. Let's call it. Let's get out of here. Ooh, you gotta spray that one a little bit.
Yeah. A couple of wild forehands in this game.
Indeed. All right, Carson. One of my favorite things to do is leave serving 30 love here every time we're on a broadcast is you see the sponsors around the wall, all over the court. If you were going to get sponsored personally by any of this, who would it be and why?
Good question. It's Grupo Mutua. Is that a bank? I think. Yeah. There's Estrella Damm, which I'm assuming is some sort of beverage company of some sort.
I think it's a Spanish beer, right?
Yeah. Maybe there's what? See the Euro car. Which is that a rental?
No, they actually
What-
just
or is that-
they just lease smart cars, the
Okay.
itty bitty little toasters. No, I'm kidding. I could see Europe Car also just leasing little Vespas.
Yep.
I mean, you know, if you want to get paid the most, the PIF, you can't go wrong with
sure.
PIF. Although unpredictable
maybe-
times.
Yeah.
Uh,
Maybe lack of investment
Yep.
at the moment.
So I think I was on with Fergus the other day, and he was like, "Can't go wrong with Rolex." Presumably, they give you a Rolex if they're a sponsor. That's a nice thing to do
true.
and have. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna zig rather than zag a little bit here, though. I'd like to go. I see Madrid is on the court. I'd love to be sponsored by the city of Madrid. Never been. I've been to Spain, but not Madrid. Very much would like to go to Madrid.
I want to know what that hotels and resorts one is. Can't like see the name of it. There's just that one like beside the Euro car.
Any hotel chain big enough to sponsor this has their luxury line, which means that, they hook it up for you. So that's not a bad call.
Might be mine.
I don't think Lacoste makes like a stellar product, if we're being particularly their tennis gear, if we're being totally honest. I'm just gonna say it. So I would pass on. I mean, you know, if that was on the table and there was only them, of course I would do it. But like, like I've seen their shoes kind of fall apart quickly. Like their bags are pretty notorious for ripping and like the zippers coming off. Like, you know,
people have a very mixed opinion on them.
Yeah.
You either like them or you do not like them at all.
Yeah. Thing I do like though, I mean, the product for On is spectacular. I actually just got a pair of their running shoes. Yeah. It's a game changer. It feels like you're gliding.
Yeah, I want to get a pair of their shoes at some point.
10 out of 10.
Test them out. But
Their tennis shoes are also. I mean, I think Asics for me remain the best brand for tennis specifically. Nike has some very good products. But the On, in terms of comfort on court, was also, I mean, to me, those are my most comfortable hard court shoes. And for me, on a hard court, it's like, I'm just trying to not get hurt. It's so much tougher on the body than clay. And so I tend to go Ons for when I'm playing on a hard surface.
Yeah, I've gone with Adidas for the most part.
Yep.
Didn't love Nike that much.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which I've always just like loved the fit of Adidas to my feet better.
Yeah.
So
the three stripes, man, they also have an excellent product, and all of these, like them, love them, hate them, are available if you're in Europe at Tennis Warehouse Europe. If you're in the States, well, there's a Tennis Warehouse America. They just don't sponsor us, so hold off on buying stuff for them until they do.
Yeah, just buy from Warehouse Europe, then triple the cost per shipping fees now?
Is that including the tariffs, which I don't actually know if we have or don't have anymore. I can't keep track.
I don't know. I mean, they're illegal.
And I'm proud to be an American. At least I know tariffs aren't free. Sorry,
that was my favorite news headline of this week. It was like the Supreme Court ruling that like tariffs are not legal, and then Trump being like, we're going to give massive tax write-offs to all these corporations. It's like, thanks. It was like $170 billion transfer of power.
That's so interesting that you call them corporations. I call them people, Carson. Are we a corporation? I don't think so. I don't know. I think it's just like a British guy in Germany with a hope and a dream and a bunch of people who like him and love tennis. Like, maybe that makes us a corporation. I don't know. I don't know.
There's
Iga is up 4-3 now.
Yeah. Still on serve here.
Carson, I'm still kind of reeling from the fact that there's not a very good Midwest tournament. There should absolutely be a Minneapolis, St. Paul region minimum 250, but really more like a 500.
Yeah, I'd be down for it. If there's is it the WTA? I think is bringing a 250 to Chicago.
Yeah,
Which closer.
I'm really nervous that Winston is going to get poached by a bigger city, because it's just crazy that people that are going to like Monaco, Tokyo, London, Paris, and Winston-Salem, like it's just like it doesn't quite, like I don't think there's a ton of international flights that fly into Winston-Salem or Greensboro's airports, which means you're flying into RDU, but really that means you're probably flying into Charlotte and then driving from there. I mean, it's just like, it also, that being said, because it's the week before the US Open, I think that most major cities wouldn't poach or make the effort to poach, because they're just not going to ever get the top 20 guys. Hard, we got Tsitsipas last year and he looked awful.
I mean, he's like almost outside of the top 100.
I mean, look, he's what, 28, 29? Up until the big three, that would have been, people would say he's had a great career. What's he still doing? Time for him to transition to the next phase of life. Go be an Instagram star, go be a coach, focus on Petros's career now, whatever. It's interesting seeing how much longer these players are able to go, because Iga, would have been considered mid-career a generation ago.
Yep.
Iga might have 10 more years on the tour. Iga might have 12 more years on the tour, depending on what she wants to do. And I do wonder if we'll sort of revert to the mean of 30 being typically when things wind down. Although I guess for the players outside the top 100, we tend to see them winnow after 30.
I mean, it's tough if you're just on the Challenger Tour.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yep. Oh, that being said, who was the guy that played in Miami that had like a day job that made it to the third round that was in his 30s? It's like a day trader.
I forget.
Yeah. Although, I mean, I get it, right? Like, you see a story like Vachereau, and he's not, he's still a pretty young guy, but he just bursts on the scene seemingly out of nowhere. And you can see how a player is just saying, look, I got one good run in me. And if I can get into the top 50, I can change my life. So you see why they hang on, but 30, I think, is a good cutoff.
Just old people out there.
Yeah, man. I mean, Dimitrov, Monfils, Wawrinka, still hanging on.
Yeah.
Monfils is another one that I put in my appointment viewing. I mean, if there was a Monfils Corentin Moutet round one match of the French, I would say guaranteed match of the tournament.
That would be crazy.
Nice forehand there from Iga. Look at that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the clips of her training at Nadal Academy, but
some of them, yeah.
It's pretty cool. I think Nadal's impact as a player is massive. Top 5 all-time impact. Maybe even a little above that. I think his impact as a coach is going to be comparably as big and maybe bigger, though.
Yeah, I think the last thing, well, I don't know if I would say that. Like, just what he did on the tennis court on one surface in particular.
Yeah.
Like, who's, even with like Carlos and Yannick, who's going to win 13 slams at one major?
I don't think we'll ever see that again. I think that is up there with Joe DiMaggio's 56-game hitting streak, Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game, as one of the most unbreakable records in sports. Because just to play a major 13 times is an achievement. Ooh, Iga sprays it back in there. Very sloppy to make it 30 all on her serve. 2 points away from a break, 2 points away from a game. Oklahoma deuce, 30 all, Iga to serve. What is the NH Collection Hotels and Resorts, by the way? I gotta look this up later.
I don't know what they have. That might be like some European thing.
Great.
Or it's I know like some of the like tournaments will have like a collection sponsor them.
Hey, did
That's
Ega
how
miss that
players get
backhand? I think she did.
Yeah. That's a great point here.
Even her misses on the backhand look so good. Yeah, itty
Barely. Millimeters.
Good for Lee. She's taking it to the world number 4. You know what's crazy work though? No sweatbands for Lee. I don't know how somebody can play on clay, high level, no sweatbands. Ega misses again. Lee's got the break and will be serving for the set. I did not see this coming, Carson.
No, it felt like this was definitely swinging Iga's way, but not to be in this game.
Yes, indeed.
Just some sloppy baseline play.
Let's see how Ega responds. Cosentino. I don't know what that is either. There's something just called Jungle.
And Jungle, which the Mercedes.
Vintage.
Yeah.
Sport and Politics 240. Welcome.
What's
Give us
up?
your takes, give us your predictions, and pepper us with questions. Just pepper us. Just pepper us with those questions. What brand is the shirt for Lee there? I can't tell if that's a stain or a logo on the front of it, which doesn't bode well.
What's that French?
Oh, is that Le Coq Sportif?
Why am I forgetting this?
I got a Le Coq Sportif sweatshirt and sweatpants, and I got it in the normal size. And if I don't know if you know this about the French, very tight. I looked like a stuffed sausage when I first got this thing. Sport and Politics. Iga's playing okay. You're seeing glimmers of her game. I mean, moments of just brilliance on the backhand wing in particular. Footwork looks really strong, good court coverage, but she's just spraying the ball a little bit too much. And to her credit, Lee is taking the action to her pretty good, I think, and serving. I don't think I realized quite how big Lee's serve could be. I mean, 185 is nothing to sneeze at.
Mm-hmm. The brand is Joma Sport. It's a French brand.
Joma. Oh,
what happened there?
Okay, just a tiny little miss there. Iga with the multiple sponsors. She's got Oshi and Infosys all on the front of her kit.
Do you think that she gets some like advanced data tracking with Infosys?
That's a good question. I mean, I wonder what she'd even do with it though, right? Like after the match is helpful, but I mean, I wonder how much you can tell a pro tennis player that they don't already know with that advanced data and advanced analytics. Because like we're starting to see, and Lee misses that love 30, real opportunity for Iga to get back in this set. Who's the Premier League team that's about to get relegated? I think it's the Spurs. Yeah,
Tottenham.
Yeah, and it's like they use advanced analytics to identify the best athletes who are the most explosive. They put them all on a team, but they forgot that none of them can pass, and they're awful this year, right? They used advanced analytics to talk themselves into a series of individually good but collectively bad choices. And so I would imagine she gets it, but I wonder what she would do with it. What are the stats that you would want to know if you were on the tour, Carson, about your game? Great point there from Lee.
I mean, I think like if you knew return positions for everyone.
Oh,
like
interesting.
Like where is everyone actually returning from? Like that would be interesting. I think just having like a public database of like Where do they hit their second serve on the deuce side of the court?
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I don't know that it necessarily needs to be like top speed.
Yeah.
Quickness, movement, but like, is there just like?
I mean, I think Fritz is one who used that to. He basically doesn't serve in the body. He only goes wide and middle now. Yeah, I think. And so Lee's got a set point here after coming back from love 30 in this game. I am really impressed by Lee. Really, really impressed.
She's solid.
She's solid. She also, like, Iga has, been on the precipice of taking over or getting, or doing big stuff in this set. And Lee just always battles back. Big forehands.
Is that in?
I think so.
Yeah, that was in. And Iga with the overhead smash puts it away. Deuce.
Okay. So, Carson, as we're at deuce here, Sport and Politics wants to know, do we think Iga's travails are more technical or mental? Not saying she'll lose this one, by the way. What do we think?
A little of both, in my opinion. We'll cop out, but some tactical as well. Maybe more so than technical. Other than the serve, technically, she's very sound.
Yep.
I feel like.
I will throw out there, I think she could flatten out her forehand a touch on non-clay surfaces. I think that this is the one she can kind of get away with the really spinny forehand. Oh yeah, nice point here. Great deuce point here. They both are kind of spraying it a little bit, though, aren't they? Like, part of it's because they're both crushing it and keeping it super deep, but too many errors.
Hasn't been like the highest quality match yet.
Yeah,
two of them. We've
had great points and great games, and yet it hasn't been a great set. Flashes of brilliance.
Now. Yeah,
flashes of unsustained brilliance all around. All right, let's see if Iga can get back in this. Ooh, she's got a second serve on break point. Give us the call, Carson.
We got second serve, goes up the middle. Iga drives, return up the middle, forehand rally at the moment. Iga takes it up the line. Lee barely gets there, slices it back across. Iga comes in, backhand volley, makes it. Just drove that one through. 5-all.
That's a heck of a backhand. Don't try that at home, kids. It's not going to look that way.
You will pull muscle.
Speaking of, I have like tightness in my lower back, and I've got a tournament next weekend, and I'm like, I just feel very middle-aged today. That's like a baseball swing she did there. I don't know that. I mean, she took that so high and basically swung flat. But with her grip and with her spin, was able to have it dive into the court. That's so technically difficult, what she just did. And it looks so easy.
Yeah, it makes it look very easy. It is not at all.
In fact, I would love, if each member of Talking Tennis tried to recreate that shot via video, it would just be one long blooper reel. No, and there's some very good tennis players in the network. Just no one is that good.
Yep.
Although shout out to our guy Fergus, who got a win the other day in one of his college matches. Hey, we should call a Fergus match. Can we do that?
Good. How would we do that?
I guess there's a stream.
Yeah, there's enough people in the UK. Someone could set up a camera.
Yeah. So if Daisy were filming and was the color commentary from the courts, we could do a stream of a Fergus match for sure.
30 love here for Iga.
Yes, indeed. Iga back on track. I think that's the fourth time I've said that this set. So, real back and forths.
I'm going to try to find what this jungle sponsorship is.
Yeah. All right. This is a heck of a rally. Great depth from both players. Lee goes for a little too much in the forehand. 40 love. Iga looking like she's going to cruise to a relatively uneventful service game here, which I'm sure is a relief for her as Lee's been returning quite well. Carson, question to you. Do you think the Polish or American national anthem is better?
I don't know if I've ever heard the Polish national anthem.
Is it possible for us to pull that up at the changeover? Just get that going if for the audience?
Will we get copyright struck for that?
I actually don't know who owns the copyright on the Polish. I assume it's the government of Poland, but Iga,
I don't know how that
easy hold
works.
There. Let's see. I'm looking at Polish national anthem copyright. It's Mazurek Dabrowski's Mazurka, which was written in 1797 by Józef Wybicki. It is in the public domain due to its age and is free from copyright restrictions.
Does YouTube know that? Also,
maybe?
either way, if we just play a video off of YouTube,
within YouTube,
does YouTube like that?
I don't know. It's very meta though. We play YouTube on YouTube via YouTube, but while streaming on Twitch too, of the Polish national anthem. Look at that forehand from Iga.
Yeah, maybe I'll pull it up on my phone, but I don't know. We already lost the Twitter.
We lost Twitter?
Was it last year? Yeah.
What happened?
Copyrights.
Sad.
I don't know exactly what happened.
I just want to be on the record. I think that's the worst thing that Elon Musk has ever done.
Out of everything.
But and it's not particularly close. And I think that most people would agree. Who's Nunu 03? How much longer does the game have? Well, that's the beauty of tennis. It could be 40 minutes. It could be 2.5 hours. I think if Iga wins this set, it's tough to see Lee winning. If Lee wins this set, I think we might want to buckle up. We might be here for a while. Carson, what do we think?
I think Iga's going to win this match. So kind of depends on if it's 2 or 3, though.
Let's see it. That's a bad backhand. I mean, an appropriately aggressive attempt there. But she should really make that shot. Granted, you want to miss long, short, but particularly long, not left, right. Yep. So in theory, a good miss. Oh, did she miss that kicker there? I think she did.
Yeah, double fault.
Every double's a bad double. Better when you're up 15 love, but not so much when it's 5-6 in a set.
Not her first of the match, I think. Looks like.
That's a big serve by Lee. Great read there by Iga. Great read by Iga. Oh, she just read that so well. That was a huge serve +1. Lee did enough to win the point against 99% of the tour, but Iga just read it perfectly. Was able to get a very good attempt there. And now,
Iga's shot was a little bit closer to the line than I was comfortable with.
Yeah, totally. I think that was a targeting issue on the volley there from Lee. She just went a little too aggressive with it. Granted, it was a very tough ball, so can't falter too much.
Yeah.
30 all, nice serve there. Oh. Pretty good set. For an early round match in Rome, this is great.
Rome?
Oh, I'm sorry, Madrid. A lot of people actually call Madrid the Rome of Spain, though. Ooh, did she hit that? She did. All right, good.
Got that one.
Here's Lee again, battling back from Love 30 again, late in the set. I'm impressed by the young American.
Yeah, she's playing very well today.
Cleaned the line with that last ball. Joma's logo, atrocious. It looks like a stain. Somebody should get fired over that. Just terrible.
I think it would look better on a different color.
Yep. Or in a different location on the show. Like it actually looks like she has spilled Gatorade on herself during the changeover. Or any assorted fruit hydration beverage. Oh,
Another
every
double
double's
fault.
a bad double. 2 doubles this game, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Carson, I'm just going to say it. It'd be better if she didn't double fault twice this game. I know it's controversial. Yep. Sometimes John and I, when we commentate, we see how long we can go using words without saying a single thing of interest or note. And it's actually, this is where I'm like, oh yeah, John is a trained journalist, and he'll just, he just be like, the match is in Madrid. It is April 25th, Saturday, 9:52 a.m. East Coast time, 3:52 p.m. local. Just like he can do an hour without saying it's remarkable. And the surface is clay. The clay comes from crushed up bricks. Second serve.
Just out.
If that ball had dropped on that complete frame there from Lee, that would have been unfortunate for Iga. This is a real back and forth. It feels like they're battling for almost every game. That's why that hold from Iga at Love at 5-all was a bit of a shock based on the results of the rest of this today.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if you're in the chat, we will answer literally any question you want correctly as well. Literally anything. What happens when you die? Ask it. Carson will tell you. How tall is Elena Rybakina really? We'll tell you. Oh, Iga's got another break point after Lee sprays a forehand. What's the meaning of life? Just ask.
Break point and set point here. Have you seen the Pixar movie Soul?
I have. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one.
One of my... All right, we're back to deuce here.
That's a crappy attempt from Iga. Yeah. She just got to do better. Got to get that in play at least at break point there.
Mm-hmm. And my favorite, one of my favorite bits ever in the movie Soul is like one of the after credits, and those 2 line art drawn creatures in the sky, like having this conversation about the meaning of life. And missed forehand here from Anley, another set point.
They're both tight right now, it seems like,
yeah.
or showing moments of tightness. Okay, so they get the stick figures in the sky.
That's,
by the way, that's what it actually is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yep.
But yeah, they're having this conversation about the meaning of life, and one of them is like, so they're having conversation. It's like meaning of life. One of them is like, but hey, like that's what, like, just the meaning of life. And it's like, the other one is like, do you know what the meaning of life is? Like, what is the meaning of life? And it cuts back to the first one. And they're like, oh, you don't know? The meaning of life is, and then it just cuts the scene.
That's so good.
Right
That's a great bit. That's a great bit. Oh, Iga misses another backhand on an absolute bunny of a second serve. I mean, she was right to be aggressive there.
Mm-hmm.
Tactically the right choice, but really, really shoddy execution from a player that we're not used to seeing do that. So that being said, I mean, you can see the foundation is there. She just needs to take every part of her game up a little bit, it seems like. Another miss there on a very makeable return from Iga. Lee now with the advantage to take us to a tiebreaker. I mean, Iga had opportunities and just has not converted.
Definitely. What did she on break point?
I guess it's true for both of them, right? I believe Lee had a set point too, yeah?
Yep. What? Yeah, Yiga's 2 of 5 on break points. Oh, definitely some missed opportunities.
Wow.
Lee
What
holds.
a point. Very impressive. Very impressive. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're both, again, they're showing real flashes for both of them, and then real nerves, seemingly. Or just sloppy execution. Although the thing is, both these players, I think, are very well prepared. I think they they put the time in on and off the court. I think that this is nerves, not a preparation, not anything beyond that.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes you just have a rough day.
Yeah,
on the tennis court.
I mean, that's the thing. You mentioned this earlier about Madrid and altitude. Adjusting to altitude takes time. They haven't been there for that long, right? And so I think, the players you see in round 2, they're going to look a little different if they make it to the finals because they'll literally have acclimated.
Yep.
Not that many tournaments where that's the case, huh?
Yeah, not really. It's like Madrid, Santiago,
yeah.
That'd be another one.
I would like to see a full South American swing with. Is there a 1,000 in South America?
No,
that's a travesty.
It'd be so fun.
Oh my god! I mean, it's an amazing tennis culture with, by the way, a pretty rich tennis tradition.
Yep.
Shout out to my guy Marcelo Rios, Guga Kuerten, one of the great clay courters.
One all here. Yeah, it would be great for them to have like another tournament in somewhere.
Yeah.
Have a 1,000.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. I'm just hoping that they don't buy up all the 250 licenses.
Yeah.
And get rid of those tournaments.
I mean, part of the issue is the majors are cartels, and unless the majors go under the same umbrella as the rest of the tour, it just kind of hamstrings everything, and they're never going to do that because they just print money for everybody involved. Iga now with the mini break, serving at 2-1. Although on clay, the mini break is worth a lot less than on any other surface.
Definitely. Just have a little more time.
It seems like there's not that many players on the women's side from South America. It's very dude heavy, seemingly.
Other than Haddad Maya.
Yeah.
Solana Sierra from Argentina.
Yeah.
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
So I'm going through the top 100 list right now. It's pretty very US and Europe heavy. Sneak a few Australians in there.
The Australians, handful of Chinese players.
Yeah. I wonder what that is. 2-all here. You get serving. Giving up the mini break. Sad. Oh, great return there.
Forehands here.
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah.
That's another real don't try this at home, kids. Shot from Iga. I mean, the window was so small, and she hit it.
Yep.
It's like she's aiming for about a 4 foot by 4 foot stretch of court there, down the line.
If
ball,
that.
Yeah, ball above her shoulders on the run. That's such a difficult shot, and she makes it look easy.
Mm-hmm.
She got the mini break. Nope, not on serve. On serve in the tie break now.
That's an ace.
Beautiful serve from Lee.
Yeah. Ooh. Change sides now. We're like over an hour into this. match for just this set.
I know, man. We might be here for a bit. I I don't know. I thought we were gonna get like a couple of matches in, just with the time-based start. Kind of lucked out that this was in the first game at 9 a.m. and now here we are. Why don't you give us a call here? I'm going to do a quick scan of the rest of the matches just to give a general set of updates for folks not watching that want to know.
Swiatek misses the defensive lob.
Sweet Moses.
So
Ugo Humbert playing at main is in a tiebreaker in the first set as well. That's just tennis nirvana. Wow.
I don't love watching either of them play, honestly.
It's opinions vary.
Yeah. Humbert's game style is like not necessarily my choice, but
yeah. Andreeva winning 3-2.
Yeah.
Fernando
that was on immediately before this one.
Yep. My girl, Diana Schneider, just can't seem to put it together consistently in singles and lost to a very talented Belinda Bencic.
Yeah, Bencic is tough.
She is. Oh, we got a Baptiste-Paolini match later on. And an Osaka-Kalinina match.
Yeah, there's some good tennis for this stage of the tournament.
No kidding.
Yeah. I didn't say that Aman's matches are not entertaining.
It's
they
like
can be plenty entertaining.
Yeah, like hot dogs are good, but you can only eat so. I mean, we should only eat so many hot dogs. Right? Oh wow, Lee with the mini break. This is a real roller coaster of emotions.
It is.
She's now serving for the set if she wins both these points here, which, based on everything we've seen in the set, seems pretty unlikely. But twists and turns have abounded. Iga, for example, winning 80% of her second serves and 63% of her first. Bizarre.
Yep. And looks like Lee will have another set point here. Puts the overhead smash away.
Wow.
6-4.
Let's see if she can close this out. Okay. Damn, Casper Ruud absolutely rocked Munar. 0-1.
Munar's having a tough season.
Yeah. How old's Munar now?
I want to say like 28. Lee takes it.
Wow, she's done it. She's done it.
Grabs set number 1. Yeah, Munar is 28.
What a set for Lee.
Yeah, and I think she might be taking a bathroom break here. Just talking to the umpire.
Yeah, I think we expect Iga to take every minute of this break, as she is sometimes known to do.
Yeah. There you go, headed off right now. So got a break that will last approximately 5 minutes.
Yep.
Or so.
Let's see how Iga plays this. She does have a knack for extending it. The Cerundolo brothers, the good one, got a win against Hanfman, and then Juan Manuel lost to Darderi 1-3. Davidovich Fokino won 3-3 against Pablo Carreño. And I think the match that everybody wants to see is, of course, later today, Lerner Tien playing Adolfo Daniel Vallejo. Adolfo. Fun fact, my granddad, born in 1920, was named Adolphus, and he was the second, and he had a lovely family name. And then when he was about 19 years old, he got a nickname that he used for the rest of his life. Bad luck. You hate this. You hate this shit. You hate to see it.
Hate to see that, man.
Yep.
But
that's tough. Imagine having a normal name. And the shortened version of it happens to be that of like the worst guy, like the worst guy. And you're in your like early 20s when it happens too.
That's like already probably not like the most common name.
Right. Yes, especially in Culpeper, Virginia in the 1920s.
It's like there's, other terrible people out there.
Yep.
Like we don't necessarily completely avoid their names.
It's a short list. It's a short list. Let's see who else. I mean, I don't think you'll see a lot. Not a lot of Pol Pots in the future. I mean, like Ferdinand Marcos is a very, very bad guy, but like Ferdinand, he's also a bull. Everybody loves the bull. Franz Ferdinand, most known for being a band. That name. But
that's like a common enough name.
Yeah.
Joseph.
My accountant's name is Joseph.
Yeah. No one avoids that name.
Yep. I don't think Sickle and Hammer when I look at him.
Nope.
It's a really short list. I think that's like kind of the one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't believe I've ever met a Voldemort in real life. but I think it's gonna stay that way. Vladimir, I feel like
that's a fairly common name though.
A lot of Vlad is a great name. It's a great name. Yeah. You can be a bad guy and have a cool name.
I've never met another Mao.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna look this up. How many people are alive and named Mao today? Guess.
Yes.
There are at least 2.5 million people with the surname Mao. Highest concentration in China. It's the 87th most common surname. In the United States, it is the 4,601st most popular given name with an estimated population of 2,795.
Interesting.
Okay,
maybe it's more common than I thought.
Let's see about this other one. Ooh, there are 248 people in the U.S. named Adolf. Got some questions.
Sure.
Got some questions. They didn't know?
From southeastern parts of our country. Likely.
Oh, man.
And Idaho.
Idaho and Eastern Washington. Big concentration there. Yeah. Iga looks not super thrilled, which is understandable. She just put a lot of energy and effort in to not win that set.
Sure. I didn't see, what is the weather there?
I want to go back to the question about whether it was the mental or physical side of things that were holding Iga back. I think against the absolute top players, it's the physical. I think she's going to be at a physical disadvantage against Rybakina, Anisimova, and Sabalenka every single time, and that's tough. I think she's at a slight disadvantage against Goff as well, and then maybe Mboko and one or two more. Andreeva physical advantage, but this match, she does not have the disadvantage based on just pure athletic talent. This is mental. What we're seeing today is mental. And I haven't seen anything in her game really that suggests there are technical issues. I mean, she's making her serve an 82% clip. She had 2 doubles in 13, in 6 service games. That's more than acceptable enough. Yeah. It didn't seem like her targeting was an issue. So how did she lose this set against a player that she's supposed to beat? I mean, to me, it could be as simple as it's just an off day, but I think the mental, if I had to pick, is the one that I think is holding her back a little bit more right now.
Yeah, there's the off day, and then Ann Lee is playing well.
Yes,
like that. Let's not take anything away from her. At the same time, this is a very good set of tennis that we just saw from her.
Really gutsy too.
Yeah,
very
brave.
Half dozen moments where she could have wilted where Iga was really, sort of storming the castle. And she's held on. She gutted it out. It's really impressive. You're right. Say what you will about the PIF. Their logo is sick. I mean, it's a good logo.
I wonder how much they paid the focus group.
Oh,
that was like designing logos for them.
To be the person running that focus group is they got a lake house. City Remade has a good point, which these numbers don't look like a match that Iga's losing. Yeah, completely right. I mean, I think I haven't seen the winner and error count, so that's the one kind of missing data point for me. But you don't see world number 4s lose many matches when they're making their first serve an 82% clip against a much, much lower seeded player. Iga now up love 30, looking to get off to a hot start in set number 2. Live from Madrid, the Rome of Spain.
Triple break point now.
Wow. Okay. I think he is maybe saying, I'm playing for real now. Great. I just got a New York Times notification about the Michael Jackson biopic that's being made. Super.
It's
going to be a puff piece and a positive. It's a little bit like Jimmy Savile, the musical,
well, that's a quick break.
Very quick. Faditia Aravlogs wants to know who is winning, bro. And right now, Lee is up overall with winning set number 1, but Iga is now up in set 2. Just came out to a very strong start. Iga up 1 love, about to serve here after the changeover. Not a break until you hold, though, so let's see if she's able to get it done. Ann Lee is 1 in 10 career against the top 10. So this is just winning a set is a huge moment for her as someone looking to break through.
Mm-hmm.
You get to serve.
Ooh. Trying to remember who that win was against.
I'm going to guess Pagula. I think Pagula seems like a lovely person. I just can't root for a billionaire's kid. And I think that she's like the least scary top 10 player on tour. Although the moments where Navarro cracks the top 10, it's like, yeah, okay. 250 merchant. Nice point there, by the way, from Iga to go up 15 love. Lee yet to win a point in set number 2. Faditya wants to know if we know them. I mean, we know of them. I know who they are. I don't think that they, we don't text.
Yeah. They do not know who we are.
No. Well, I actually, to my knowledge, Iga has never said I don't watch Talking Tennis. So something to think about.
Fair point. Fair point.
Are they really playing right now? Yes, they are. They are really playing. I can't tell if you're winding us up a little bit, but they're playing, and they're playing at times very well and at times not great. Iga with a massive forehand there. I mean, that's another shot that looks easy when she does it, but to generate 100% more or less of your own pace from the baseline deep in the court and rip it for a winner on clay at altitude, so difficult.
I'm still scrolling, trying to find where this win is against the top 10.
I think this guy's got to be messing with us. We cannot show you the TV, or we are going to get in for real trouble there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not watching tennis. We're talking tennis, brother. I'm not saying you should get a VPN and find a country where they're showing this for free. I'm just saying it is a thing that I'm told people are able to do if you would like to watch the match. I, however, am watching it on Tennis Channel. The Tennis Channel. Yeah. If you are in the States, you can watch it on the Tennis Channel. If you are elsewhere, you're going to have to use the old Google machine.
Wouldn't be the first person to do that.
If you're from UAE Dubai, okay. I wonder what the primary tennis network is in the UAE. If you find it, let us know. Would love to learn something new today. Iga up 2 games to love, and I think Lee just sprayed that forehand and missed there. Although it was mighty close. Yes, she did. So Lee has won, I believe, 1 point this set now, Carson?
Yeah.
Not a good start.
I think so.
Real letdown. Oh, a second serve at love 15. 182, though, on that miss.
What is this ominous glow on the court right now?
Oh,
is it like reflecting off a glass somewhere?
Where is it?
Kind of like on that left side of the court. There's like that patch that's much brighter than the surrounding area.
I think that's I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. We are at 15 all.
You see what I'm talking about, though? It's like kind of dune vibes.
I don't think
just
I
like
do.
Yeah. I mean, there's like a strip that's just lighter.
Oh, is that just the way the shadows are with the roof? Oh, great shot from Iga there.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, it's reflecting off of something.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a glow there on the left side of the court. Yeah. Now I'm seeing it. Huh. Yeah, I mean, so this. I mean, look, I don't know what's going on with Lee to get off to this very slow start. Could be that the light changes are causing issues with the visibility. You know, I mean, just if you have an extra split second to react at this level, that makes a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
Great defense there from Lee to stay on the point. Iga on the attack, and I believe she will have 2 break points now. 2 more break points, I should say, to go up 3 love and the double break. I think that we might be cruising into set 3 sooner rather than later here, Carson.
Seems like it. Watch her finish this set in like 20 minutes.
I know. And then another tiebreaker for set 3, just to keep us here all afternoon. Great return from Iga.
This is a nice forehand, though.
Ooh, the inside in. Very impressive. Very, very impressive.
Risky shot, but I don't know if there's a better time to do that. Got to change something.
That's just been the thing about Lee today. Is like she is really on big points sometimes, particularly when her back's up against the wall, going for the aggressive shot and hitting it.
Mm-hmm.
Another strong return from Iga, and Lee sprays that into the net. It was an aggressive inside-out forehand, and Iga is up 3 love and serving with the double break.
And changing rackets, looks like.
Was it 2 years ago when in the Middle Eastern swing when Iga was just an absolute bagel merchant?
2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe both.
I think also an underappreciated thing is both, I think, on the ATP and WTA tour, the kind of the baseline level has gone up. And so, Sinner and Alcaraz, sure, they are, head and shoulders above everybody else. But if you look at the difference between 3 and 100, to me, it's smaller than it's been for the bulk of my tennis viewing life.
Yeah, I think that's especially noticeable on the WTA side.
Yeah.
ATP is, I think, sometimes still a little bit like your ranking does accurately reflect your actual level.
Yeah.
This is not a very, I don't know if you just saw that slow motion shot they did of Iga.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why they did that. She's like, her eyes are falling out of her head, and it's like,
it's just like rubbing her eyes in.
Yeah.
That's what I look like trying to deal with seasonal allergies.
That was me getting up at 5:45 this morning to get some court time before the broadcast. Carson, that was a special moment earlier when we sang "Proud to be an American" in jest. I have for years wanted to change our national anthem to "This Land Is Your Land" by Woody Guthrie, which is just simply never going to happen, but like is a better song, better reflection, all that stuff.
Better reflection of what we should be made.
Yeah. He actually wrote that song in response to "God Bless America" because he hated that song so much that he was like, "This is annoying. I'm going to do an actual way better version that's like not xenophobic and like scary and like cool and like welcoming and inviting." And that was how "This Land Is Your Land" got written.
I did not know that.
It's a little fun American history trivia there.
Mm-hmm.
Iga up 15 love. She is cruising, and Lee looks out of sorts.
It feels like she took a little bit of a mental break coming out of the bathroom.
Yep.
And Iga's jumped.
If Iga gets this hold here, if you're Lee, do you start thinking to just kind of start trying to prepare yourself for set 3 or do whatever you need? Like, it's not that you ever say, okay, I'm just going to give away this set. No pro player is ever going to do that. But you can play the rest of the set in a way that's meant to prepare you for set 3. And I wonder if we'll see that here.
I mean,
a little slice off.
Yeah. 30-11 now. I mean, we say like pro players would never throw a set away. I don't know. Sometimes during like
it's true.
Grand Slams, men's best of 5. Sometimes people throw a set away.
You know what? No, it's a fair point. I mean, I think that's where the best of 5 format is so interesting. Like in a best of 3, it's tough. It's tough to win if you concede anything. In a best of 5, you're right, man. Sometimes you got to just save the energy. Try and run them around while playing relatively within yourself. That forehand, by the way, that Lee missed in the last point, that's the difference between sets 1 and 2. I mean, she played a great point, ran Iga around, Iga ran her around, and then she had a kill shot, and she just sailed it.
Iga sails one at this point.
Yeah, it's very sloppy.
Yeah. That was uncharacteristically not great footwork from her.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit slow, backing up and giving herself space to hit that ball. 30-15, and I think that serve was out.
Yeah. Second serve here from Iga, where she has an 80% win rate compared to the 65% on her first serve. I mean, you look at the serve win percentage numbers, and it's just baffling that the set one was as close as went to Lee. Yeah, it's tough. That's tough. Super heavy forehead there from Iga. Excuse me.
40-15 now.
My father-in-law has taken baby Archie to Home Depot today to learn all the things that I'm never going to learn how to do, like use basic tools, which probably would be helpful, but just, too late. This old dog not learning that new trick.
I missed forehand from Iga here.
Yeah.
40-30, but yeah. Home Depot is not one of my favorite places to be.
I'm with you. Are you a renter or do you own?
I am a renter.
Yeah. I thought that a switch would flip when Sarah, my wife, and I got into our home. It just didn't. That just never happened. Like, nope, still just gonna call somebody. I don't trust myself to do these things.
Yeah. It's like also like, I mean, not enjoyable for everyone. Some people take a lot of pride and like enjoyment in being able to just like fix stuff on their own.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't hate it, but like, I mean, renting, it's just so easy and cheap.
I feel real pride being able to identify a good vendor and then calling them and managing that process. That's, and different strokes for different folks, right? You're right, by the way. I mean, it's crazy. Like houses for rent that cost more than the home that we bought, their monthly payment is lower.
Yeah.
So it's a good time. It's a good time to rent in this country.
It is.
Nice extended rally here. Beautiful backhands and an inside-out forehand winner from Lee. Bit of a home run swing there. She looks tired. I wonder if that first set really wore her down and if that's part of what's happening here. She looks like this has been a more physically demanding match for her than Iga. Iga looks the exact same as when the match started. Lee looks really, really tired.
Lee also had I guess it wasn't necessarily a terribly long match in her first round against Alicia Parks, but did go 3 sets.
Yeah.
But
great return.
It's too early in the tournament, really.
Yeah.
For that to be much of a concern.
The one thing I'll say, though, is at altitude, the recovery's a little harder.
For sure.
Maybe. But yeah, I think you're right. I think that's fair. Oh, excuse me. What's the match of the day today, do you think? On either WTA or ATP?
Amanda Jovic was the one that I was most interested by.
Yeah.
ATP. Trying to remember. There's Ugo Carabelli and Kobali, which on clay, that one's interesting, I think.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm going through them right now, trying to figure out. I mean, obviously, I love Lerner Tien, so excited to see that. But I don't know. I don't know much about Vallejo, but like, it shouldn't be that interesting of a match. I mean, you got Mute playing Marita Aguiar. Probably. Well, okay. You know what? This is one. Bublik and Tsitsipas later today. That's going to be a fun match, potentially.
I mean, if Tsitsipas had any type of form,
yeah,
like I agree, but I don't even know. Like,
yeah. And then let's see what else.
When's the last time he won back-to-back matches?
Oh, that's a mean question because the answer I think is like 18 months ago. It feels like I don't know. I don't know. On the women's side, I gotta tell you, there have been good matches, but none from a matchup perspective that make you go, "Wow, really excited about that." I think that'll be the next round. I guess Kalinina and Osaka. That's certainly worth a watch. Baptiste Paolini, Clash of Styles could be interesting. I think it probably was the Fernandez Jovic match, though, on the women's side.
Yeah. All right. So the real answer to my dig at Stefanos Tsitsipas is Miami, actually.
Of what year?
This year. He beat Arthur Fieri in round 1 and then Alex de Minaur in round 2 before Arthur Fies.
What's crazy is that Tsitsipas is playing round 1 matches again.
Yeah.
Like,
no more buys.
That guy's not supposed to be. He's not supposed to even be in round 1.
No.
And that tells you an awful lot about his form. I really thought that him and Badosa were going to make it. That was sad. That bummed me out. I was rooting for those kids. Also, they would have had absolute mutant freak genetics. like because she's a 6-footer.
Yeah, I think so. Like 6 foot, 5'11".
Yeah, 5'11", and he's like 6'6". That kid would have been presumably predisposed to be somewhat athletic.
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
You're frozen though, so you might be having some Wi-Fi problems.
Yeah, my screen has completely frozen.
Well,
so
I think that we're mostly an audio program, but it would be nice if we could unfreeze it as Lee is now on the board. Iga serving, looking to go up 5-1 here, just absolutely crushing the ball. Iga is in a flow state right now. Lee is a little bit out of sorts. I don't think that we will be in this set for very long.
Yeah. I might need to restart my browser here.
So why don't you let it rip, and I'll keep chattering away here as you restart your browser.
I'll see you very soon, hopefully.
Sounds good. Carson restarting his browser. Lee looking to restart herself, reboot the system so she can get to the form that she was in set 1. Iga in cruise control. Second serve, 15-love. Iga bouncing the ball. Bounces some more. Gathers. I think a kick out wide here. Yep, there it is. There's a kick. Lee runs around it, inside out. Iga up the line. Ooh, Iga seems to have slipped there. What happened there? Yeah, because Lee had the whole court to work with. Iga now up to 87% make rate on our first serve. This is kind of a silly-ish thing I'm about to say, but I think that part of the problem for Iga today is that she's actually making her first serve too much. If you're making your first serve 87% of the time, you're not being aggressive enough. I think she should go a touch. Well, I don't know. Everything she's doing this set's working for her. No, didn't make any real adjustments. But if she finds herself tight again, I think that she should probably increase the difficulty of targeting and maybe throw just a little extra heat behind it. Dropping into the more 70, 75% range would be just fine if she could generate an easy point or two here and there. Lee sprays it deep. Iga up 30-15. Iga looking cool, calm, and collected, unfazed by the altitude, unfazed by a tough set 1. 30-15 serve, which attempted to go up the middle, clipped the net, sailed long. Second serve for Iga. Another kick out wide. Lee runs around it again. Iga has the entire court to work with. Unbelievable serve +1 tennis, textbook stuff from the Polish number 1. Probably the greatest Pole since Pope JP Dose. I mean, that's a short list, right? It's her, it's John Paul II, it's Lech Walesa, and probably Robert Lewandowski are the. Now, oh, sorry, Carson. I was ranking the greatest Poles alive today. And I included Pope John Paul II because I'm sure he lives in the hearts of many, although not me. Would you say that Iga is a top 5 of greatest living Pole today?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Like Robert Lewandowski, lock.
Yes.
Lech Walesa, lock. Oh, nice dropper there from Lee. Here we go. Lee serving 15-love. Just trying to make Iga work a little bit more here in set 2 before the now all but inevitable set 3.
A little bit of help from the tape there.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow. What a bounce. And Carson, forgive me, I'm going to have to step out for a bit and potentially permanently after this set. I think I'm nearing my window where I have to return to baby duty.
All right.
Are you going to stick around for set 3 to close things out?
Oh yeah. Well,
perfect.
If my computer allows.
Perfect.
Yeah, I need to get a new laptop.
Can you make work pay for it?
No.
Sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carson, tell the people, what do you do for your day job when you're not talking tennis?
I do live production stuff, so audio, video, lighting stuff. So I'm a technical director at a church, actually.
That's super cool. Yeah. Big one?
We have like multiple campuses.
Yeah.
So like the one I'm at, it's like we have like 600 people, 700.
That's a lot of people. That's a lot of. I mean, a lot of responsibility. A lot of weekend work as well.
Lots of weekend work, but that's why I'm like never here on a Sunday morning.
Yeah. Relatedly, yeah. My wife, Dr. Cunningham, has deacon training later today, and so part of why I'll be on baby duty. Lee up 40-30. By the way, we missed this because we're chatting, but huge 30-15 point there from Iga. Massive forehand. Super cool job. So you actually, as a producer, have real training with production.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Have you done any other events as well?
I mean, our church, like we've done some like album recordings for like music that we write. So there's like some stuff with that. I'll do like a little bit of freelance stuff.
Yeah.
Like outside of that, but
like if they had a Secret Lives of Mormon Wives St. Paul season, could you be part of the crew for that?
Probably, yeah.
Yep. I asked because the only other people I really know that have your skill set and background, I met through a work thing, and they were all from, I was living in Utah very briefly at the time, and they all did this sort of thing I was working on, and most of their side hustle was, at the time, it was what's the show with the guy? Sister Wives.
Yeah.
So they'd all worked on Sister Wives, and they actually were recording some of the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives stuff. And I would always be like, come on, like just tell me, like give me a scoop, and they never would. They were very professional. I always respected that, but they would just be like, you got to watch. It's crazy. The drama is off the charts.
Yeah, those shows are insane to me.
They're so good. I have to stand up to watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives because it's like it's just so drama filled and insane. You watch these like reality shows, and I know that like quite a bit of it is scripted, but at the same time, it's like, can you imagine just behaving that way for even a day? And for them, it's just every day. Yeah. I can't imagine being like so mad at a friend that I'm like, yo, we got to get lunch with 2 other friends so I can talk about how mad I am. It's like no. just not a thing that would occur to me to do.
Well, I would just never do that.
Yeah, like the craziest thing I would do is send a text like, "Hey man, like you said this thing, and like I didn't think that was like very nice, and like I just appreciated it if you like don't say it anymore."
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, "Oh, okay, sorry, man," and they're like, "Oh, totally cool. I know you didn't mean anything," and like that's like a normal human interaction.
Yep.
Let's see if Iga can close it out. She's off to a hot start there with a beautiful up the line backhand approach winner. Eight winners in set 2 for Iga, 6 for Lee. I have not seen the error count, but I'm willing to bet it's quite a bit higher for Lee this set.
Yeah, those winners don't cover all the points that have been played so far, and someone has a double break lead. So,
Yep. Here we go. Iga second serve here. Nice kick.
Yeah.
So it's interesting what Iga's doing on her ad side serve. It seems like she's really, really leaning into the kick. And at first it seemed like she was pushing Lee out wide to try and get it to the backhand. I think she's actually being a little bit less aggressive with the targeting, giving Lee the space to run, just enough space to run around it. And I think that Iga's making the trade-off that she's fine with that because Lee then is so out of position. So if she hits a winner, too good.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time she doesn't. And when she doesn't, it just opens up the whole court there.
Yeah.
Great serve, bad +1 from Iga, 30-15.
That point's kind of like the perfect example of what you're talking about. Now, Iga missed by an inch.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like that is exactly the tactic you were just talking about.
Yep. It's the right play, even if the execution wasn't quite there. See another kick serve. Her second in particular, she's putting some real shape on it, although we're not seeing many second serves out of either player. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, and then see Lee's made the counter there and hit the backhand, had more court coverage, and Iga sprayed the forehand. So, there are games within games, and we're seeing this sort of cat and mouse tactically where Iga had something working, kicking it out wide, Lee running around it, not hitting a winner, Iga win point. Lee now hits a very solid backhand. Iga has to be the one to adjust to the adjustment to the adjustment.
Goes down the tee on this serve.
Oh, that clipped the line there.
Ooh, miss it from Lee.
Wow, that's again, we talked about this earlier. The backhand slice, she just and then look at how hard she's breathing. I think that's an altitude and fitness thing. That's her probably fourth or fifth really bad slice miss. I'm talking middle of the net or lower of the match.
Yeah.
And almost all have come in long extended rallies. Iga with the set point. Carson, give us the call.
Yeah. Here's the serve, goes out wide with it. And Lee's return goes long. 6-2 in the second set. That was like 25 minutes.
Yeah, I mean,
30 minutes.
Iga just
a lot quicker.
Carson, thank you so much as always. Talking tennis, folks, always a pleasure. If you're in Europe, buy stuff from Tennis Warehouse Europe. If you're from the States, write Tennis Warehouse America and call them all kinds of nasty names for not sponsoring us.
You can just like and subscribe.
Yeah, that would be fine too. Always a pleasure, man. Take it easy, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. See you later, man. All right. So set number 3 here. Yes. So second set stats: Iga 8 winners, 9 unforced errors, and had 6 winners, 13 unforced errors. Did not force a break point in that second set. First serve percentage. I think these numbers that we have on screen are not entirely accurate. Iga's first serve percentage for that second set was 64%. So, and Lee's was only 54. So I don't think that these Google numbers on screen are entirely accurate. Here, I'm gonna fly buzzing around right now. Yeah, none of those are right. All of them are elevated a lot. I don't know how Google calculates them. It should be pretty straightforward to tell if first serve is in or not. Yeah. So Iga's first serve percentage, let's see on screen, 89%. It's actually 70%. That's a wild difference. Anyway, we're heading into set 3. I'm going to grab a glass of water quickly. We will serve first to begin this third set. Let's see if she's able to make any adjustments. Serves out wide. Doesn't land in the service box. Eagle pulls a backhand wide. The report. Big social media accounts. 30 love here. Good forehand from Lee. Close off this point. And first serve a bit out from Lee. There's the second. All right, it's a double fault. So 30-15. Serve down the tee. Ooh, Ego pulls a backhand up with the line. 30 all. Well, it's tied. Now, each of them have one set. So we're in the final set now. First game. Lee puts backhand into the net here, so 30-40. And what looked like it could be a straightforward service game has gotten very dicey very quickly for the American. Break point for Iga. Good serve out wide. Not able to do much with the return. Gets it back in play. Going into a forehand rally between the two of them right now. And Iga makes the mistake first. Pulling one along. Back at deuce now. He did very well handling a couple of aggressive shots. No, Lee has not won this game yet. Was that out? I think Lee's shot just missed a little bit long. Another break point for Iga. I feel like a break here early would be absolutely massive for Iga. Good serve. Not a great return. So back to deuce. There's an ace from Lee. Iggy. Assuming that's Frank Iga. Let's see who wins this set. Great return from Swiatek. Lee serve just dropped right to her forehand sweet spot. She pulled it down the line. It's her 5th return winner of the match so far. So back at deuce. Serve out wide. Iga. Turn goes long. It's an advantage for Lee. I'm not going to give you betting advice.
It's positivity that Lee was desperate to find. Saves a couple of break points through to the hole, and she's on the board first.
All right, Lee does hold this game. Definitely a little bit nervy. She's first on the board in this final set. Definitely something for her to build on now. Would have been pretty tough, I think, if she had gotten broken in this game. I was wondering if it could have been a repeat of the second set where she got broken right away, and then Iga just raced away with it. Iga serving now. Serve out wide. Good return from Lee. Very deep into the court. Got to put the forehand into the net. I'm not going to give betting advice. If you want to bet, like, that's on you. Massive backhand winner. Draw score for Iga on this point. Fault on this first serve. Clips the tape, goes long. And it's a double fault from Iga. It's the tape twice in a row, so 15 all here. Serve down the middle with the return. Getting some forehands, and then Iga switches directions, take the forehand up the line. 30-15. Is the serve. Yeah, down the tee, but just misses a little bit wide. Catches her toss here on the second. Go again. Serve out wide. It's another double fault for Miga. So 30 all here. Second double fault of this game for Swiatek. Good serve. Good shot clips the tape. It's still rallying for forehands. And Lee has a break point now. That's good. Yeah, well, glad you found us on stream here. Happy to have you. Break point for Iga. Serve out wide. He gets back in play. There's some forehands in the court now. And Iga breaks herself. And Lee up 2-love in the third set now. Iga's sitting down. The trainer's coming out for Iga, I think. Or physio. See what happens here, but probably a little bit of a break in action while the trainer comes out. Physio just still on court now. So a quick check over and then potentially medical timeout. We're still having the assessment now. We'll see. I haven't said anything on Xstream yet about what this might be, so an indication of what it could be. Could be stomach issue. He's taking her temperature right now. Yeah. I'm not sure that this is a physical thing. I think this might just be maybe some sort of illness or something. We'll see what happens. See what happens here. Lee's been over talking with her coaches, taking advantage of the break in action. And no real indication yet of what could be bothering her. No real updates yet here. Looks like the trainer's giving her a couple of pills. So those likely though won't start like having a massive effect right away though. It could be 10 to 15 minutes before. All right, medical timeout over. Iga's walking back out onto court. Lee is serving and up 2-love in this final set. All right, first serve goes into the net. Iga comes in quite aggressive. Turn position for that second serve. And all right, Iga mishits. Forehand. This is quite wildly. So 15-love for Ann Lee. First serve. Really good serve down the tee. Great placement. Swiatek can't do anything with their return. So it's 30-love. Serve out. 30-15. Yeah, she's just had a medical timeout. Iga has. Not sure if you caught that, but not feeling super well at the moment. I don't think it's anything physical. Maybe some sort of illness or something. Didn't get a clear indication of that. But that was 30 all here. Ooh, great +1 from Lee. Good serve. Iga's return was pretty short. Lee comes in. Forehand winner. Into the corner. Really good play from her. Oh, excuse me. Game point. Serve down the tee. Just a little bit of a chop return from Iga. Yeah. Good aggressive shot from Lee. Iga gets a shot into the net. It is 3-love now. in this third set. Benefits of serving first in the set. You're able to jump ahead. Put a lot of scoreboard pressure on your opponent. That's the situation that Iga is in right now. Tough to pull anything out of that game, really, when you know Iga's not feeling great at the moment. So, it'll be interesting to see how much juice that she has left in the tank. Yeah, for Iga, it's, I don't know, it's kind of just in a place where, like, if you all know that she's not feeling well, it's a little bit of a just a waiting game for her to like try to last long enough for the to start to have some effect on her. Well, they're tied 1 set all right now, but Ann Lee is winning 3-love in set number 3, so she's in a good position right now. You can bouncing the ball pretty slowly. She's definitely going to be taking her time in between points here. This first serve goes out wide with it. This return from Lee. Swiatek puts shot into the net. So 15, not 15 loves, love 15 in favor of the American. First serve hits the net. These last couple of points, she hasn't gotten a lot of like vertical jump on her serve. There's a let on this one. She's not jumping super high. Ball toss is in a relatively normal position. Good second serve here. We're in a forehand rally here. Yeah, Lee puts a forehand away. It was pretty hard. Iga. All right. Well, this match is over. Iga Swiatek has retired due to illness. So Ann Lee, with certainly the biggest win of her career up to this point, takes out Iga Swiatek 7-6, 2-6, 3-love. With Iga retiring here in the third set. This will set up a match in between Ann Lee and Leila Fernandez, who won her match against Iva Jovic earlier today. I'll pull up the head-to-head. Hopefully, I'm able to do that. All right. Let's see if this works here. Computer's a little bit slow. And Leila Fernandez. All right, so these get that off here for a second. I'm going to set up this other. Yeah, here we go. All right, so Leylah Fernandez won earlier today against Diva Jovic. Ann Lee has just won the match against Iga Swiatek. Played really well in the first set. High level of tennis from her. 7-6. And then second set, Iga ran away with a little bit. Ann Lee got broken in her first 2 service games. Yeah, and then was able to recover, put up a little bit of a fight, start getting into form. And then third set, obviously by that point, Iga was starting to not feel very well, had medical timeout in the middle of the third set, ends up retiring as a result. So now we've got a match coming up in between Ann Lee, Leylah Fernandez. Ann Lee, as you can see, 2-0 head-to-head record in between them. You'll see some of those match stats in a second, but match form. And then here's where they've met in the past. So, meeting in Doha earlier this year, which Lee won in straight sets, 6-4, 6-3. And then they met in the round of 64 last year here in Madrid. So, second straight year that they will have met at this tournament. Lee also won that match. That was a 3-setter, 6-4, 3-6. 6-4. So I think it's going to be really interesting. I have to predict. I think that Ann Lee will go through. She played well against Alicia Parks. Was a bit of a tight match, but came through. And then I think really the first set against Iga today, probably the best place to judge where her level is at the moment. Very aggressive ball striking. Certainly has a good serve. Baseline play is pretty good. Her forehand was very solid today. It will need to be to beat Leylah Fernandez. So it's going to be interesting. Just seeing some of these are season stats for serving. First serve percentage, basically the same. Yeah, and the second serve percentage today was pretty good. You can see over the year, it's around 43%. It was higher today. So that's going to be something where Leylah Fernandez might have a little bit of an advantage in the match, judging by season stats. There's serve stats, some return stats. Return points won. Lee winning 41% for the year. That's a little above tour average. Is what these white lines are. Yeah, so Lee has the serve, I think, certainly to be able to hold, and then very good returning. I think handling the Leylah Fernandez serve on clay a little bit easier to do than on some other surfaces. So certainly, I think she'll have some time to be able to react to it. So yeah, really good returner. Yeah, you can see she's won a higher percentage of her return games as well. So I do think that there's a edge here for Ann Lee in this match. Should be pretty interesting in between the two of them. I'm going to go for Ann Lee. I think she'll win this in straight sets. So should be a pretty fun one though. There, full screen again. So, an unfortunate way for that match to end, but I think it will be a good match that'll be a Monday match when the two of them play each other. But thank you everyone for joining along, engaging in comments, like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be doing more watch-alongs. There'll probably be another one today at some point, but certainly more watch-alongs throughout the Madrid tournament. So yeah, it's been a good day. Unfortunate way for it to end, but there will be a lot more tennis here in Madrid coming up over the next week. So thank you everyone for joining, and we will see you all.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.